in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Monday. Don Davenport here, Slay Dogs here. Zeph, executive producer of 3HL.
Sup, Zeph?
So Don Davenport played volleyball at Auburn. She is surrounded by me wearing a Tennessee golf shirt. Zeph wearing his orange. Slay Dog's got his Tennessee baseball jersey on. One of them.
Omaha.
And now we have Tennessee pitcher Zander Sechrist with us now. Zander, what's up? How are you?
Hey, how's it going out there?
You sound happy, buddy.
Well, it's a radio show, and then I was on hold there for a second. I heard, Mike Tomlin got that 3-year extension, so I'm pretty happy.
I heard that they worked into the broadcast that you. I think it was Coach V that said it.
Yeah.
That you love hockey and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I'm a huge Steeler fan, also a hockey fan as well.
Didn't you grow up in Georgia? How'd the Steelers thing happen?
So all my family was born in York, PA.
Oh, yeah.
And they just chose the Steelers over the Eagles, so that's how it just became a thing.
Okay. Did you ever actually play hockey?
No.
Okay.
But I play it on PS5, though.
Hey, that counts.
That is funny. Zander Sechrist with us. All right, Zander, so you're going to Omaha. We all know that. We'll get to it. And last night's performance to do your part to help put your team in Omaha. We'll get to that too, brother. But let's start here. What does it mean to you to be a Tennessee Vol, and what does it mean to you to be a part of that team? Just watching you walk off the mound for the last time at Lindsey Nelson Stadium made me want to ask you those two things.
Well, it means everything to be a Vol. I mean, growing up in Georgia, it was kind of like the SEC and football and stuff. I get that, and it was Georgia this, Georgia that, but I just never fell in love with Georgia. But you don't have to put that out there, even though we're on the air. But I've been blessed. I've been blessed to been a part of 4 great teams here. 21, we went to Omaha. 22, we only lost 9 games. 23, we went to Omaha. And then now 24, we went to Omaha. And I just wanted to face one last batter in the top of the 7th just because I felt like it was right just to walk off.
So were they going to pull you after 6? So you knew that. You knew you were facing one more batter so you could walk off the mound.
Well, I kind of – everybody, like teammates-wise, Coach A and Cal came over and they were like, you just want to go out there? And I was like, yeah, I just want one more. And then I kind of went up to V and I said, respectfully, I just want one more. Just batter, and then So there was probably a little bit miscommunication. I thought he thought I meant one more inning, but no, I just wanted one more batter just to walk off.
That's incredible. So what was going through your mind? It was kind of being Tennessee guys sitting in here. It was kind of emotional, like watching you hug everybody and then walk out. What was going through your mind and your heart right there?
I was just, 4 years. Long 4 years of great teams and a lot of Tuesdays on that mound, a lot of midweeks because, midweeks matter too. But I just felt like it was right. And then I didn't tear up, but it was emotional. And then when Kirby was standing, like the first person that I hugged, I almost cried. I almost cried, but I didn't. I kind of laughed it off.
Kirby almost got you. I love it. Zander Sechrist is with us on 3HL.
So...
By the way, let me say this. Tennessee pitcher was 6 1/3, 6 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 102 pitches, 70 strikes.
That's pretty damn good.
There you go.
Yes, there you go. So and I'm not going to bring up numbers because my baseball boys were like, don't get too deep into success here as before they head to Omaha.
Got work to do, Babs.
Right, you still have work to do, but just overall, your recent success, I'll put it that way. How's that? Where do you feel like that's kind of come from? Why are things just clicking for what you're doing lately?
I honestly think why I'm being so successful is I'm throwing the pitches with more conviction. I'm hitting my spots better. But honestly, the road games against Vandy and Florida kind of gave me a piece of humble pie. And I had to step back and reevaluate what I was doing. And I kind of just took the film from that and compared it to other outings. And I just kind of always went back to those 2 games that I couldn't even get to the 3rd inning on. And I just it gives me a little fire because obviously I want to pitch. I want to be able to be, go in the 5th, 6th, 7th inning. So, yeah, those 2 outings kind of, rejuvenated me in a sense, and that's what I allude to my recent success.
Love that. Thanks for opening up about that. So when you kind of ate that humble pie, how was Coach during those moments? Like, kind of peel back the curtain as far as y'all's conversations together.
Coach V was fine. He obviously has faith in me, which I love, and that gives me like even more confidence. But I talked with Coach A, and we started working on things, staying through the ball, which I know it's like baseball terminology, but bear with me. So like staying through the ball instead of like cutting the ball, like during my weekly bullpens, and throwing, let's say like, throwing a fastball exactly where I want it to go. And like, instead of it, running all the way outside, that means I'm not really getting through it. But if I'm hitting a spot, that means I'm getting through it. So, just small adjustments like that. And then still having a good goofy time, not being like too serious, but not being too loose, really, really helped.
Tennessee pitcher Zander Sechrist with us on 3HL. Got the dub yesterday. Put his name in Omaha.
All right, Zander. This right here, man, this is really important, not only for you, but Vol Nation and your baseball team, because you got to get out of this room that I'm about to put you in if you agree. We have something here called the Boom Boom Room. And when you go in the Boom Boom Room, the door is locked behind you. The only way you can get out is if you answer all questions truthfully to the best of your ability. I will be the judge. Do you agree to these terms?
I love it.
Lock the door!
Ah, yes. One man on his way in to the Boom Boom Room.
All right, Zander Sechrist is in the Boom Boom Room. The door is locked, brought to you by Low T Center. Let's get straight to it, man. Just fun-loving questions. You know what I mean? 2 guys right here sitting up with our feet kicked up on the couch.
Two
just
balls.
rapping. Yeah, 2 balls right here, man. Yeah, so let me ask you this first. Jumping straight into give me the top 3 loudest moments that you've experienced as far as a fan or being a player on Rocky Top.
That's easy. Last night was one of them. Drew Gilbert, walk-off grand slam in the regional was easy. And then when Jack Leiter was pitching here, I think it was, my freshman year, when Evan Russell hit like 3 homers and 2 off him. That was another loud environment. So those are my top 3.
I love that. That just rolled off, too. That was that.
it
You was
did.
ready for that. I like it. All right. So let's get a little tougher then. So my brother, man, Ramon Foster played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to him and you. A little connection right there.
And the Vols.
And the Vols, VFL. I need to know, man, you got a decision to make. You got one meal. A cheat meal, if you will. DeLucas, Primanti's, or Gus's. Which one you choosing?
I'll go with Gus's. Fried chicken with a little fried chicken there.
I like it.
Somebody else had fried. I always get the steam sandwich, but somebody else had fried chicken.
You got to experience it. You got to experience it.
I get the same thing every time.
All right, that's cool. So these are other staples in Pittsburgh for everybody that's listening. But outside of that, now, if you had an opportunity for the young kids out there to do travel ball, would you do it the same? And how rigorous was that schedule?
I would still do it, but like nowadays it's getting at such a young age, I would still like hold off on it. I didn't really start playing competitive travel ball until I was like 13, 14 years old.
Wow.
But I get it. Like it's changing. I get all that. But if I was a little kid, I really wouldn't start going into travel ball. Let's say since it's starting to get earlier, I would say like 11 or 12. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
Get burnt out.
Yeah. Would you also your fives that you come up with? Who came up with that 5 that we got the chance to see you guys doing? You or Kirby?
A little combination of both. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little combination. We were just like, we need a handshake. We've been together for all these years, and we just need a handshake. So we just kind of riddled off something. It started out with the classic, dap up. And then like forward, backward, but we were like, you know what? Let's bow to each other, respect each other, and then the little salt like motion, little salt motion. That's pretty cool. We just decided that I'll go on top, he'll go on the bottom, just so we don't get confused.
little salt bay right there. All right, this is my last one, man. It's got to be a motivational speech given to the team before the game it can't be Vitello, who are you picking? You can pick anyone on your team, anyone around the world, does not matter, entertainer, whatever it may be. Who would you have give that motivational speech to the Vols?
I'm going with Coach Brooks from Miracle on Ice. You kidding me?
Hey.
Like
Great
it.
moments are born with great opportunity. I mean, that was my motivational speech going into last night. Also, that I treated it like Sunday Night Football, Ravens versus Steelers. To be honest, I had that theme song in my head all night.
I like that right there. Zander, you did a terrific job in the Boom Boom Room. We had to get extended time next time, but I think you're going to make it out, man. So I'm going to let you get away and get to go to Omaha, man.
Let's go.
Unlock the door.
Well. Looks like you did good in the Boom Boom Room. Hoo-wah.
So if it was a teammate that had to give the pregame speech, who would you choose?
Oh. I mean, none of us are really like pregame. No, nobody's like a motivational speaker off the top of my head, but I could go with Chris Stamos.
Okay.
You know, California guy, watched a lot of movies, great actor. So I would give it to him.
For those that don't know, Kirby is a relief pitcher on the Tennessee staff, and he's got the handlebar mustache. How did that happen?
Got a great number, too.
The handlebar,
You have no idea?
I have no idea. He just kind of grew it. It was funny. We were at LSU last year, I think. He told a fan asked him, "Hey, how long do you grow that mustache out for?" He goes, "I shave it before every weekend, and it takes only 3 days to grow it out." And the kid believed it, which was hilarious. But yeah, the handlebar mustache is his little thing. He uses his little mustache wax to keep it nice and curled.
Oh, my gosh.
Zander Sechrist, Tennessee pitcher with us on 3HL. The Vols going to Omaha to play in the College World Series. I'm curious, what was going through your mind yesterday? So you go to the dugout after the top of the second, right? And it's 1-1. And as a pitcher, you're sitting in the dugout watching these yard balls leave and runs being scored, and the next time you go back out, it's 5-1. Like, does your mentality change at all, or what are you thinking as all those runs are being scored?
Well, that's key as a pitcher. You got to treat every kind of like every inning like 0-0. To be honest, I know it's 5-1. I know it's visible when you look at the scoreboard, but you just got to treat it like 0-0, because if you get if you think, oh, it's 5-1, I can make a mistake here or there. Then you look back up and okay, it's 5-3. Now you start to tighten up a little bit. So my mentality is just 0-0 every inning, no matter what the score is.
How different is this team going to Omaha compared to teams in the past?
We are more of an experienced bunch. Obviously, last year we went, so half the lineup got to experience what Omaha is and what to expect when to be in Omaha. So just experience. I did an interview earlier today, and they asked kind of the same thing, and I said, just basically experience is going to take us through this tournament in my eyes. And obviously, Omaha is a crapshoot. The seedings don't matter. Rankings don't matter. Mm-hmm. Every one of those 8 teams can beat each other on any given day. So, yeah, just our experience will take us through this tournament.
How cool is that experience, Omaha?
Well, I've been blessed to go for the 3rd time as a player. I went once as a little kid.
Cool.
It's honestly unreal. I mean, it's something that you can only be in. Like, you have to live it instead of like talk about it, because I think living it is better than talking about it, and it's a lot easier said than done. But yeah, it's just an unreal experience. You got 20,000 plus people at every game, no matter if it's an elimination game or a 1-0 versus 1-0 game. I mean, it's unreal, but it is very, very hot.
Yes. It's awesome, though. So did you, I think every radio station around the country has played your coach's opening statement from his press conference last night, his little 6-7 minute, what did he call it?
He went on a tangent.
Yes. Yeah. I am curious what your guys, like the players' reaction to those comments from Coach V were.
Well, me and Bargo were in the press conference room, and You know, we knew that he was wanting to get something off his chest, obviously, because he told us that in the team huddle. But then we're sitting there, and he's still going, and I thought we were sitting there for 20 minutes. Like, I know it's only a 7-minute speech, but sitting in that room with him talking like that felt like a 20-minute speech, and we didn't know how to really, combat that, because I thought that whole press was just going to be, me and Bargs are going to counter off what V was doing. But, I mean, he spoke his mind, and that's why I love him as a coach. I mean, I came here, he recruited me, and I'm blessed to be able to play under a coach like that who speaks his mind about anything and isn't afraid of, the consequences, even though there's not going to be any consequences for that. But, I love V, and I couldn't ask for a better coach.
Senior Tennessee pitcher Zander Sechrist with us. For those that don't know, you became a lefty pitcher because you broke your arm when you were 2. How crazy is that? Like, can you throw right-handed?
No, my arm is, it doesn't work anymore like I guess it used to.
How did that happen? What happened?
So it's a simple story. Changing table accident.
Oh, Lord.
Right off of it. My mom so it was me, my mom, and our dog Dalton at the time. She told me to stay because she had to go grab, the diapers or, mom stuff. And Dalton decided to stay, and I decided to see if I could fly off the changing table, and obviously that didn't work. But, hey, I became left-handed, and I guess it worked out for the best.
So if your mom would have already had the diapers in the room, like, you'd have been a right-handed pitcher.
Maybe.
Or you might not even be talking to us
or
today.
A first baseman or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what would have happened?
Oh, my goodness.
You play other sports growing up or just baseball?
Just basketball. I'm a 3-point guy. I don't like driving the lane. I'm just waiting in the corner to shoot a 3 for you and then go back. But I do play good defense.
Oh, you can play for Coach Barnes then. That's perfect. As long as you can play some defense.
There you go.
Get one more year in there.
Well, Zander, hey, congratulations, man, on this run, and keep it going, brother. We'll all be watching.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. It was a blessing.
Zander, Omaha! My man.
See you, bud.
Thanks, Zander.
He ain't falling for your reindeer games.
Hey, man, he know it ain't a game. He know it's real.
How about that? Fell off the changing table and became a left-handed pitcher.
Oh, my
Sometimes you
gosh.
gotta
I just got anxiety hearing
Take it
that.
into your hands, man. You got to take it in your own hands.
I want to, hug his mom.
He like, forget this. Let me get up off his table. That left going to be serious.
Right. I mean, think about it. Like,
Tumble on off here.
what she felt like in that moment.
Oh,
and
I can't even
Listen, there's
imagine.
already mom guilt, right? But
Oh, my gosh,
that
yeah.
happens. And then to have him turn into a left-handed pitcher that's going to probably play in the majors.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's all your fault.